So you want to code your own startup, but you don't know how to do it. You want the lifestyle of working from your laptop in a tropical destination while making millions of dollars on your own terms, but you don't know how to get the right idea for your startup, how to code that idea into reality, how to ship and publish that idea, or how to monetize the app and actually make some cash from it. Well, in this video, as someone who overcame all of these problems over more than 2 years of trying and now has built a successful startup that is actually making real money, I will share to you the exact process that I would follow if I was starting over and wanted to build a profitable startup. So in this video, I will show you what this process is, exactly how to apply it, as well as a revolutionary new AI tool that will make this even easier than it was before. This is the exact system that I have used to build my startup RevTrack that has now made more than $50,000 in just a few months, how I built this project that I was paid $10,000 for, and how I built this new startup, which I'm also launching very soon. And I will actually prove this to you by building a fully fledged functioning MVP of a startup just in this video in just 1 hour, starting now. That is the timer. Let's start. So the first step of building any startup is obviously having the right idea. And it's a very good idea to spend a lot of time on this stage, because you could build the best technically correct app in the world, but if your idea is not something that people care about, it is not going to make any money. Remember, no one cares about your code. People care about the problem that you're solving. So what you need is an idea that solves a problem for someone. Sounds very simple. In practice, it is much more complicated, of course. So when thinking about what idea to choose, you want to ask yourself these 2 questions. Number 1, what markets do you know? And number 2, what problems have you encountered? So to make this simple, a market can mean anything you're familiar with. Let's say you worked in finance. Finance is a market in which there are a lot of problems that you could potentially solve, but it doesn't have to be a market in this traditional sense. If you are familiar with the process of applying for tech jobs, let's say you tried applying for tech jobs and even landed one, that is a market, as in it's a space where problems exist that people want solved. And then out of these markets, you want to think about all the problems that you have encountered within them. So in any process that you're familiar with, for example, the process of applying for jobs, what problems have you encountered on the way? Write them down, and then you're going to pick one of these that you think is the most painful and where you think you have some kind of idea on what you could build to solve it. So for our example today, we will choose the market that many of us watching this video are familiar with, the tech job hunting process. And in that market, a problem that at least I encountered a lot is crafting an effective and well-formatted resume. So to solve this, you might imagine building a web app that essentially automates the process of churning out an effective and well-formatted resume. So that is what we will focus on building today. So once you have chosen your idea, this brings you to step 2, the MVP. So the word MVP is something that you're going to hear a lot in the startup space. It essentially stands for minimum viable product. So to break this down, what we're talking about is building the minimum possible version of a web app or an application that is solving the core problem that you're looking to solve. In our case, what we're simply going to focus on in this step is building a web application where, based on some users' input, it gives them a usable resume that they could potentially use. Maybe it's not the best one in the world, but it is something that solves the core problem of automatically creating a resume for the user based on their input. And when it comes to building this MVP, luckily today, AI is so advanced that it can essentially do this step for you. So you're going to use any LLM tool to build out this MVP. But to make this as fast and easy as possible, today we will use Hostinger Horizons, which is Hostinger's brand new revolutionary AI tool that can allow you to build and publish a fully functional web app in minutes rather than weeks. So with Hostinger Horizons, who are, by the way, the paid sponsor of this video, but I will actually show you why I genuinely believe that this is the best tool available right now. You essentially get all in one. Build, host, and publish your web app all within Hostinger Horizons without needing to use any external tools. This is where it differs from many other LLM tools like ChatGPT or DeepSeek, something like that. These tools can help you build the app, but then when you need to publish it and host it, you still need to go out and use external tools. You need to watch some tutorial on hosting, about how to deploy your application with Hostinger Horizons, because Hostinger is also a hosting platform. All of that happens all in one place, where once you have built your web app, you can just click one button to automatically deploy and host it live on the internet. So so you can get your MVP out fast without needing to waste time on all of these steps manually. So to get started, all you have to do is go to the link that I will leave down below in the description. And what you're going to see is this kind of chat window that looks like a chat window like any other LLM that you might be used to. So what I'm going to tell it is build me a web app that allows the user to create a resume. I'm actually going to say tech resume that is effective and well formatted for job applications, and then we will see what it gives us. So as we can see right on the right, it starts churning out code based on my instructions. As we can see, it is now telling us that I'll build your tech and resume builder app that helps users create effective and well-formatted resumes for job applications. It is creating all of these files, everything that you need, and it's going to also put it together in a way that you can directly use this and preview this right on this editor right here. And boom, we're now at 13 minutes. So in just about 4 to 5 minutes, it has created us a fully functioning web application, which I can preview directly on this right-hand side window within Hostinger Horizon. So with a normal LLM, it could have obviously done this with just a couple of commands, but I would have had to separately tell it to do the styling, to add all these different features. And I would have then separately had to copy the code into a code editor, set up my coding environment, figure out how to start a React application if you're new to this. With Hostinger Horizons, just with a single prompt, you can build the first version of your MVP without any coding whatsoever. Obviously, later on, you will have to go and code stuff. I'm not saying you should build the entire application like this. You still have to understand the code and everything like this. We will get back to that later in this process, but just to get out this first version, this is unlike anything I have ever seen. Figuring out React and deploying and code environments and the different features would have taken weeks for a beginner, and it would still not look as good as this version that Horizons has given me. So this gives us a great start, and it is far better than I've ever seen from any other AI tool, but we still want to fine tune it before we are ready to put this MVP out into the world, which brings us to step 3 of fine tuning your MVP. So if you just look at what we have over here and the things we can do, so it's going to ask for your personal information like your name, your professional title, phone, email, location. It's all looking very, very good. Like in terms of the UI, I have absolutely no criticisms. As someone who hates CSS, who hates styling, like this is much better than I could do myself. So I'm pretty happy with that. So let's just see how this works. If I add work experience over here, test company, software engineer. Okay, here's one area where I think I'm gonna want to improve this. Let's say I was responsible for coding. This is not a good way to describe my experience. So I'm just gonna leave that empty, and I'm gonna see what happens if I save. Resume was saved. And if I preview, so okay, here we can take a preview of this, and here we can export it as PDF. This is absolutely amazing, by the way, just in one prompt. I'm actually super surprised how good this is. So I was responsible for coding. A big part of writing a resume is writing your experience in such a way that it is effective, that it communicates accomplishments, like real tangible things that you achieved. And people, especially beginners, are notoriously bad at doing this. So what I would ideally want is to take the experience that I give it and actually make it more effective, to reword it in a way that is better. So what I might tell this is make it write the job description more efficiently. So I'm not actually sure if Horizons can do this directly, or we might have to connect it to like a ChatGPT API or something like that. So I'm just gonna see what it does here. All right, we have our new preview. So software engineer at test company, key achievement, add a key achievement to highlight your impact. Okay, so this is new, responsible for coding apps, I don't know. And okay, it's included this button here. Okay, so it's not finding a suggestion, so it's not working perfectly with responsible for coding apps. Okay, so it's suggestion applied, converted to an action-oriented bullet point. Wow, it actually converted it automatically. Manage coding apps. I mean, it's not the best bullet point in the world, but this actually already works. But this is one thing I'd want to change. What else might we have here? What I would actually want is the ability to like drag and drop these different sections and sort of move them around. So perhaps we will tell it to do that. Make the sections so that I can reorder them. Okay, so let's see if it does that. By the way, we are at 21 minutes, so still plenty of time in our 1 hour challenge. All right, and here we are. So looks like these sections are now draggable. So I can take these, I can move these around and everything like this. So obviously at this point, what you would do is simply go to this chat, suggest any changes until the point where it's kind of good enough. And then you would obviously test it and everything like that. But then at some point, as it becomes more complex and the changes you want to make are more granular, what you can do over here is go to the top left and click on export code, which is actually going to export the code from this application so that you can take all of this code, which is going to be in React, it seems, and then put it into your code editor and start manually editing the code with the help of some AI code editor or something like that. So as you can see here, components. I'm actually interested to see how it's actually done this, but we are at, I guess we're at 27 minutes, so that's still quite a bit of time. So here we can see src components. Let's see how good or bad this code is. So it looks like everything is nicely organized into components. So at this point, it's a good idea to go through this code, make sure you understand exactly how AI has written this code, because the more complex this gets, the more difficult it actually becomes for you to debug, to fix security vulnerabilities and things like that if you don't understand the code. So this is a very crucial part of this process. Right now though, because I am under a time pressure, I am not going to do that. I'm just going to hope that this works. And I'm going to move on to the next step of the process, which is going to be to simply get this app in front of people. So once you have this dev version of the app where it again solves the core problem that you're looking to solve, your next step is to get this web app in front of real people as fast as possible. Why as fast as possible? Because with any idea, you cannot know what idea is going to work before you actually try giving it to people and see if they actually use it. So this might sound scary, especially if you've never published anything before. So usually you would need to go and look at tutorials on how to deploy. You would need to figure out which deployment tool to use. You need to get your domain and connect it to it. And it can take a bit of time and be a bit intimidating for beginners. But luckily, with Hosting Your Horizons, you don't have to do any of that, because what you have available to you is inside of this window on the top right, you can simply click on publish to do all of that automatically in just one click. So we're going to click publish over here, and it is going to deploy and publish this application on hosting your servers without you having to lift a finger. So right now we can actually go and view the site, which is going to be live on the internet. I've never seen this done so easily and quickly before, just right here. And anyone can go to this URL right here and access my application. So you can go and see that it is real and go and tell me all the bugs that you find. And if you want to connect this to your own domain, luckily Hostinger is also a domain provider. It is a hosting tool primarily. So what you can do is go and get a domain right here within Hostinger. You can search for your domain like resume.com, probably gonna be taken. So let's just pick this one from here, resumeperfect.org. Horrible domain, but it's free. And just for example purposes, I'm just gonna wait a few moments and do this for us. Resumeperfect.org was added to your website. It's time to see your success. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Horizons. What happens if we go to this domain? Okay, it is going to probably take a while. Like it usually takes a while for these domains to actually properly connect, but perhaps after a few hours or after a day, once you actually go to this domain, you should be able to see it. In terms of how to find these test users, at this stage, it's probably gonna be just people you know. You probably know at least some people who have the same problem that you had. You can also find test users through social media. Even if you don't have a following, you definitely have some people following you who you might think have this problem, where you can just post it on your story or something like that, or even just sending cold messages on LinkedIn if nothing else. The point is, if it is something that people care about, you will find some people who are willing to use it for free. If you find literally no one, then probably that tells you that this is not a problem worth solving, and you should probably move on to some other project, which as we've seen, we're now at 37 minutes, is not that difficult to build. After this, step 5 is to iterate it based on feedback. So once you have these test users, your main goals now are to figure out if these test users are actually using it and finding value in your application. And number 2, to find as many bugs and issues and areas of improvement as possible. So to find this out, I recommend, like we did, creating a customer support channel. We just created a Discord channel where people can send messages to you directly, and you want to be very active there, respond very quickly. People really appreciate that. And this Discord support channel has been the most valuable asset of our entire startup, because this is where literally our users are telling us directly exactly what we should build and what we should fix to make the app better, and therefore to make it make more money in the future. And based on the things you find, you can literally again just tell AI, okay, this is what our customers are telling us, please fix this bug, fix this issue. And obviously you're also going to be tweaking the code manually and things like that. And after this, step 6 is to monetize. So once you get to the point where you feel the app is stable enough and you see that people are getting value in it and there's no new bugs coming out like every single day, it's probably at the point where you can try charging money for it. So what you're going to do is go to AI, tell it, add a Stripe checkout link. It's going to teach you how to connect it to the Stripe API. So you're going to create an account with Stripe, connect it again with the help of AI, and now you have the same application that is now behind a paywall. So this is the entire process to build, validate, ship, and monetize a web app in less than 1 hour. We're actually at 40 minutes, and that's while delivering this video to you at the same time as I am building this. So as you can see, this is actually much faster and much easier to do than you ever imagined. So obviously you can use any AI tool. This was just an example, but if you want to use Hosting Horizons, you can get started with Hosting Your Horizons for free today and use the code IMC to get 10% off your first month by clicking the link down below in the description. That's called IMC for 10% off, and you can get started for completely free with a free trial in the link down below in the description. With that, if you want to hear the full story of how I built my startup and how it made more than $13,000 in the first day of launch, the principles that I generally use to find the right idea, what I fixed from my first failed startup, I highly recommend you watch this video right here. It's one of the most valuable videos I have ever created. So watch that video next, and I will see you in the next one.